Hey guys, I'm gonna be playing some Rimworld today. I got this game probably about a week ago, and I would definitely recommend it for its price. It comes in at a moderate 30 some dollars, and it's definitely worth the price. I tried to find it on sale where I could, but I don't think it goes on sale very much because the creator doesn't really support sales for some reason, from what I could find. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new colony. Let's go ahead and do Crash Landed. That's just a classic game. Got 3 survivors. I'm going to do this guy. These 3 are your storytellers, as they call them. And they pretty much choose choose how your story goes through. Cassandra Classic, just classic story, climax, all that, rising action, the climax, and then this is more of a timed, like, relaxing game where there's disasters only every so often. And this guy I like is because there's no segmentation to him. It's just completely random for him. So I usually do adventure story, and I'm going to go ahead and do a commitment, meaning I cannot save or reload except for when I log off. Loyalty, good seed. Alright, now time to choose survivors. What I usually like to do is look for people who aren't, like, horribly injured to begin with or have addictions, and who aren't the worst to work with each other. I forgot about this bit. You choose where to land. I usually like going for islands, but if you have to cross the sea, that's a big issue. So, kind of up here is kind of nice. Temperate forests. I'd choose like a river area. That looks good right there. Right by villages. Alright, now it's time to choose who our people are. Now, bite scars and all that, they're not too much of an issue, but let me see if I can find one. Asthma, not too much of an issue. No, there's none on here, but usually someone might have wooden foot or an addiction to ambrosia or something. So let's go ahead and choose good at shooting. Creepy breathing. Harry breathes all the time and sweats constantly. People find it creepy. That's interesting, seeing she has asthma in both lungs, but alright. And her nickname's Harry, so that's kind of... She's an undergrounder and she's slothful. That is not the best combination, but man, she's good at shooting. Alright, let's see. Mining. Caring. Staggeringly ugly. His face looks like a cross between a drawing by an untalented child, a malformed fetus, and a jar of formaldehyde, and a piece of modern art. Others must exert conscious effort to look at him while conversing. But he's a careful shooter. God, they're brutal in these descriptions. Okay, this guy sounds pretty good. He's a transhumanist, meaning he wants, like, a prosthetic arm, bionic arms. He's a fast learner and he's tough, so I'm definitely going to keep this guy. He's good at crafting and plants, and he wants to learn, especially with melee. But let's look for other people for these two, because I don't think they're going to be great to get along with, seeing as they're staggeringly ugly and they breathe creepily and sweat profusely. So let's see who else we have here. Chemical fascination, industrious, greedy. Tortured artist, too smart, greedy. Is that worth it? Mental break threshold, global learning factor, greedy. No, it's really, I find it really hard to support, like this one, I find it really hard to support their fancy bedrooms and things, because as you get started playing, you'll figure out you can't, it's harder to get, like, decorations and things. So I think I'm gonna pass him up. Oh, this guy is absolutely, or girl, whatever. I mean, even for all of these. No, this is a great character. I'm gonna get this one. Because just look at those stats on there. The melee, construction, mining is just a plethora of good stats. So, definitely don't want those two, but let's see what else we got here. Another plethora of good stats. Nash's voice has a particular grating nasal quality to it, and he tends to talk in barbed, garbled phrases. This predisposes others to dislike him. But he's steadfast, he's mentally tough, and won't break down under stresses that would crack most people. That's interesting, and we need a good shooter, so you're in, buddy. Nash. So we got Blitz, Ayano, and Nash, so we're going to go ahead and start. See where we land. Gonna have to edit this part out because it's too fast. Alright. Basic start. Oh, there we are. Alright, so there's all of our... I'm gonna go ahead and pause it so we can get started. Looks like we have a male Arctic fox as our pet. Interesting. Alright, so... got our 3 guys here. I'm gonna go ahead and allow them to collect all this stuff. Just haul all that. Just allow them to have free reign over all this stuff. And this as well. I don't know why this is not allowed. I guess because it was here before. I'm liking this area. Even though there's a geyser in here, that might be useful. Ooh, and there's a cave in here as well. This looks very interesting. I really like this. It's a good start. So I'm going to go ahead and settle in here. So you want to go to zone, home area, and go ahead and designate the home area, or pretty much where they live, and what they'll take care of. Because a lot of this game is automation. There's schedules and everything, where you can set what they do. I usually don't go into that until later in the game. There's work. You can designate what everyone does. I'm going to go ahead and designate some more here. And I'm just going to go ahead and designate where they're going to stockpile things. This is where they store everything, the stockpile zone. And I think we're about ready. Let me go ahead and set a growing zone so we have some food to go. You can check the fertility with this button down here, and that's not actually quite fertile, so I'm going to go ahead and make a new one.